Hello, Dowdy, and welcome to Is It Good? Katirelle and Millionaires Conspiracy. Yeah, this is a sort of side review series. Every time we finish the case with that, we continue on. So, shut up. I'll look at that later. Anyway, so one case for every episode. So I'm going to do this like every other episode, talk about the presentation, and and the story, and the gameplay. However, the story and gameplay are going to be mixed between the two. That's how I'm going to do it, because each case feels like its own entity to me. So I'm going to talk about the cases each at a time, giving maximum of 10 stars for each of them. So again, using my whole 10-star rule. That's actually why I do this for games and not for TV shows. Because for TV shows, I feel like there's less to talk about. So I can't really give it a star rating. And it's more of a decide yourself thing. But here, I'm an expert on the subject. Especially since I played all the latest games before and talked about the latest games before, even though it kind of ended up with that's the attempt. Okay. Matthew the hamster is just gonna be stuck in my head forever now. Matthew is a hamster, apparently. Because why the flip not? So let's start up the game with presentation. Presentation. Now I'm going to compare this to the most recent game. Well, the most recent game in the Presentation series, and that was Presentation versus Is Right. And I say the presentation hasn't really changed much from that game. It's the same nice style that I know and I love. Now the text boxes can go to the side. What? Seriously, some shells to go down to the side. What the point of that? That makes the text box smaller. Now, on the story gameplay. Now, a little thing you should know before I start talking about story and gameplay. Two things, apparently. One, Level 5 developed this for both the 3DS and the phone. So you can play this game on your phone. Which means the puzzles were both designed for the 3DS and the phone. Ooh. Which means most of the puzzles are going to be touchscreen based. So yeah, I'm going to be on the touchscreen multiple times. Oh, that's fun for you. Whereas the rest of the games had puzzles that involve both screens, you're kind of limiting yourself with only button screen puzzles, so it's kind of a problem. Second thing you should know, Level 5 had classed this as not a sequel, not a reboot, but Katirelle's own game. However, there's a problem with this. Why the hell is Nathan brought up? Seriously, he is brought up at the start of the game, and it is even parts of the opening. You know, the thing I showed at the start of episode 2? Yeah, Why the hell? He's, and in later cases of the game, he is even mentioned by some of the characters. What? You can't have a game that has nothing to do with a personated game, or personated in general, just bring up Layton. Because then I will ask, where the flip is Layton? Seriously, where is he? Why did he leave his flipping daughter all by herself? Seriously, he's like, I'm sorry, I have to do my later voice. Luke, bring me a puzzle. I'm sorry, my daughter. I must save the world by solving puzzles. Dad, I just don't take care of you. Screw you, you can take care of yourself. Fuck you! Seriously, that's all the explanation they give! They just went off somewhere without any explanation. And I wanna know why! And that's the only semblance of the story this game has. Yeah, you heard me say that right. Semblance of a story. This is the only later game that I feel like doesn't have a connecting story. What the hell? Yeah, the first case has gone the way to the last case. Quick spoiler for you. But each case is their own separate entity, which is why I'm doing it like this. Because the story isn't really there. Which is another problem with this game. The story isn't really there. And because of this doesn't feel like there's any character development. How halfway through the game you unlock several cases at the same time. The same time. This means you can do them in any order. Which means the character progression has to stay the same throughout all those cases. Yep. But I get to those cases when I get to those. But let's talk about case number 1, or 01. The hand that feeds. Quick refresher if you haven't watched my gameplay. Or just need a quick refresher. Basically, Joe finds out that Cock had a Big Ben has gone missing, and we have to find them. We soon find out that there's been metal fair throughout the town. We talk to the handyman and find out that the handyman has a brother in the cake game business. He also has eye for the clock hand. And he also likes making real life things. Connect 2 and 2 together and you have your Sunday? Oh, that is so weird. I guess they're suspects. Oh no, criminals. Criminals of this case. So, each case I'm going to talk a bit about the story and the puzzles that are in them. So, let's start that. And we always start off with a problem. Again! You thought I haven't wanted enough? Well, I'm gonna want even more! The fucking tutorials! The motherfucking tutorials! I know these are in every Professor Layton game up to this point, but why is there so goddamn many of them in a row? Seriously, there are 4! Count them! Right here! You first get the investigation tutorial, then you get the hint tutorial, then you get the zooming in tutorial, then you get a shiny new tutorial, investigative mechanic tutorial, and then you also get the puzzle, explaining the puzzle, explaining that you get puzzles tutorial. Oh, I didn't know that. It's not like it's labeled on the box or anything. Says it's labeled on the box. See, right there. More puzzles than ever before. So why is there a tutorial for it? 5 tutorials. 5 tutorials in a row. I could have set this in the other games because usually they split them up with either something important happening or a puzzle. In this game, it's 5 tutorials in a row. And what did they tell you? That is bad for first time players. Seriously, I gave this to my nan. See how she would like to it? She didn't even get past it. To pass the flipping tutorials. You don't do this. It is the baddest thing you could do in a first case. What I would have done is slowly introduce the tutorials over time, instead of them all being in a row like this. And still not done. Still not done. This case is kind of interesting. Because it's stolen. Go find him. Basically. That's the basic premise of the case, so I'm okay with that. Simple case for the first case. Other than all that part, that big hands and hand get stolen. Very simple case for the first case, so I can't really complain about that. The puzzles, there's actually a level of them in the first case. Haven't played all of them. But the ones you have to play, those are the ones I'm waiting. The K for cakes, that is a difficult puzzle. Don't really like it. The bubble busting puzzle. Seriously, what? And the puddle puzzle. And the water leaks puzzle. Which is also an interesting one. That's 3. 3 main puzzles. My honest opinion. I couldn't say that good puzzles. It's just the first case. There's shiver down for a bit. So I will let it off for being first case, but the only interesting one is the water puzzle and I guess the bubble puzzle. But even then, that's a bit hard for the first puzzle. Also, yeah, I'm also waiting puzzle placements because why the flip not? Oh, a thing I like for this case is it introduced a running theme in the game: red herrings. You don't really get them in visual novels, really. But this game has them. It has red herrings, so I love that. So for this case, I love it. I also love how you put the pieces, the clues you get, you put them into a puzzle. So it feels like you're putting pieces into one big case puzzle thing. So I like that. I like that. But that's all part of the overall game, so not counting it. So interesting case idea. Puzzles, meh. And tutorials. Mother flipping tutorials. So what do I rate this case overall? I will rate it. After giving it a look, I think I'm gonna rate it 4. 4 out of 10. It's just the tutorials. You just don't do that. I had to deduct so many points. Also, it's a first case, so it isn't really that interesting. Anyway, see you guys next time when I do case 2. And hopefully I won't rant so much. But I still probably will.